The thing we loved so much about the Rogue Valley was like the crazy mountain bike trails and the sailing and the fishing, and now the healthcare and the facilities that we have, and that's made a big impact on us. Being able to ride our mountain bikes from home through all the trails and back to our front door was like magic for us. And our son was with us, and we did all these things as a family. Everything about living in this community was great for us. Great place to raise Cameron and for us to live. For our whole marriage, 33 years, it's always been amazing. He's the love of my life, and I thought there was nothing in the whole wide world to come between Budman and me. Like, there's nothing. But we met cancer, and it just rocked our world. Like, I thought this could be what takes him away from me. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even breathe. And slowly we began to process it and get support, and have an amazing team of Asante doctors and consultants and friends and family, and we're getting to a point now where we don't cry all the time at night, and we're learning to live with it.
My diagnosis came from my primary care, who I'd been seeing about the pain in my chest bones. It was a surprise, I was in what I thought was great health. I was exercising a lot, doing CrossFit, mountain biking, sailing, skiing, doing, everything. He referred me to Dr. Kohler, and he said, she's, probably the most compassionate, well-respected doctor you could find, so you're in good hands. And, we loved her care. She did the right things for us. At the beginning of 2021, I started getting a series of infections. My lung was making noise. It was kind of deteriorating. They didn't really have a good answer for it. And she took that information to, which they call the tumor board. Right. Normally, stage 4 cancer, we don't operate on people because it doesn't change things. I was a good candidate. Everything else was, okay. We think the lung is the thing that's causing all these infections. And so Dr. Engstrom, within 2 days of the tumor board, they said, we're going to take that lower lobe of your left lung out. And they got me to the hospital, and I had surgery 2 days later, and it changed the course of my life.
We write these sacred love letters every year, and so when we went away and we wrote these letters, I thought that this might be my last sacred letter that I get to write to him. And how do you do that? What do you say in a letter like that? How much our life and our marriage and our family and everything we do together is meant to me, and to keep fighting, because if anybody can beat this, he can.
We hadn't been close to cancer, really. And so we had no concept of what this diagnosis meant. Yeah. And given that it was stage 4, we were like, this is pretty grim. It turns out that, given resources and treatments that are available today and good care, there's hope. There's, things can be done. It's not, it's not pack your bags right away. Just last week, I was at the Hyman Cancer Center for my first appointment there, and I ran into an acquaintance who was also diagnosed last year with cancer. He was saying to me how well he's doing and how fortunate we are to have the resources and the competency in the valley here. He's felt very lucky to have the care he has. Cancer is so complicated. The treatment, the diagnosis, the scans, the follow-ups, it's ongoing.
And having everything under one roof, if we just walk downstairs to have his treatment, that's remarkable. That's going to help us a lot and make life a lot easier for Derek.
For the last, 6 months or something, I've been feeling really good and making plans for things to do.
Yeah. We go camping and, we ride our bikes, we get out on these beautiful sunny days, and he beats me up the hill. I'm like, you have one lung, like what do I have to do to beat you?
Try harder.
But, the fun continues.
Everybody knows somebody who has cancer,
Right.
or has someone in their family who has cancer, who's had cancer. A donation to the Cancer Center is a donation to yourself, to your family, to your friends. It's not a donation that goes far away from where it's needed.
It's huge. I mean, people that have the means and the resources to make donations in a meaningful way, sending it to the Hyman Cancer Center was something that, we'll utilize
Yeah, we appreciate it.
and appreciate more than they'll even know. And maybe now they'll know. Thanks to you for donating your money and your resources and giving the Rogue Valley and all the people that have a diagnosis like Derek, giving them hope and a place to get well.
And thank you so much for your generosity and putting it to your generosity to good use.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.